Okay, welcome back. News and Talk 1380 WAOK. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Vice President Kamala Harris has chosen her vice presidential running mate to her presidential campaign. It is Tim Walz. Yeah. All right, Tim's a good guy, but damn it, you didn't need Minnesota. All right. I liked him. I like the way he articulates his message. He is a diehard, authentic supporter of left-leaning policies. So, Tim Walz, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. So you got the VP pick now. I'm sure there will be some back and forth. Now, here's the thing. Eric Holder, the former attorney general, was in charge of the vetting process for her presidential running mate, her vice presidential running mate. And in his vetting, we don't know what he found out about the other guys. So let's be fair about the why, because I guarantee you there's some stuff here that led to the decision we will likely never know about. That's why you have a vetting committee and you have a vetting chairperson. And in this case, it was Eric Holder, our former attorney general under President Obama. What say you to this VP selection? All right, 404-726-1380. 404-726-1380. As I said, no matter who she chooses, it's better than J.D. Vance. Period. And listen, Governor Tim Walz, he has very little name recognition throughout the country. Governor of Minnesota. But he has some redeeming qualities. For example, he's a former high school teacher. Yeah, he's actually a former high school teacher. A lot of Democrats do like him once they get to know him. All right. So you got to have this campaign to introduce him to the world. But when people are introduced to him, typically they do like him. The three finalists included Walz, obviously. You had Josh Shapiro, governor of Pennsylvania, and then Senator Mark Kelly out of Arizona. Compared with some of the other prospects who Harris considered as potential running mates, Walz is the less well-known, has faced less scrutiny on the national stage. A second-term governor and chair of the Democratic Governors Association, Walz does not hail from a traditional battleground state. Minnesota has supported a Republican presidential candidate like one time. Like one time they slipped up and effed up. So they've only gone Republican once. And I think that's since 1960. So you don't get any there. You get Minnesota. If you're a Democrat, you get Minnesota no matter what. Maybe this was a combination of vetting, background, and also who you can work with. Now, it's no secret. Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, they're not the greatest of friends. They're not the best of friends. They're not besties. I don't even think they like each other anymore. But that happened a long time ago. It had nothing to do with this stuff. Okay. They didn't know each other prior. Kamala Harris called him a racist during the Democratic primary. But they made up, at least for the sake of the political party. She may put an emphasis on work relationship more so than others. She may care more about that part than the political part. She may. Okay, 404-726-1380. What say you? 404-726-1380. He spent more than 2 decades as a public school teacher. He was also a football coach. He was a member of the Army National Guard before running for Congress in his 40s. In 2006, he defeated a Republican to win Minnesota's first congressional district, a rural conservative area, and won re-election 5 times before leaving Congress to run for governor. He was first elected in 2018 as governor and won easily his re-election in 2022. Though little known outside of his state, he, according to the Washington Post, emerges publicly as one of the earliest names mentioned as a possible running mate for Harris. And in the days to come, he made the rounds on television as an outspoken surrogate for the vice president. One of the things he said, quote, he said, "These are weird people on the other side. They want to take books away. They want to be in your exam room. They are bad on foreign policy. They are bad on the environment. They certainly have no health care plan. And they keep talking about the middle class." As I said, a robber baron real estate guy and a venture capitalist trying to tell us they understand who we are. They don't know who we are, which I thought was great. I mean, that was a shining moment. He is really good at that part. He's really good about he'll be in a small room and he will say things that will make you go, well, damn, that does make sense. And he's really authentic. At least he comes across as very authentic. I think this was probably part of the calculation. Once again, you must have a campaign in order to introduce him to the world. Naturally, hopefully, they have that as well. 404-726-13.